LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On the return, it's Thomas. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yard.
Tigers will take over first and 10.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, a fourth down.
LSU trying to convert a fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Alabama 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2, and they go on top 8-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
And that pass picked off. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
With the defensive score.
What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. To the air, it's Milroe. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first. It's a fake he wants to throw. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it into the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down now after the sack. Back to throw, it's Collins. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quick strike complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Collins. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown LSU!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
16, LSU, 15.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Another incompletion on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Collins. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He's open on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just going to keep it after the snap. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Going to the draw.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. He's looking to throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
The attempted throw is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Running back goes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Firing to the right, complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It leads to 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. Defense not showing press coverage. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.